Yeah. Um, so, I mean, I get this quite a bit. I'm still getting it. I talked about it a little bit before, but I'm getting it a little more now. Where people are asking me, are you going to get a new dog? And I think it's just a thing that you should say. But in this instance, I was really thinking about it and why I can't just get a new dog. The reason why I can't just get a new dog is because, Rambo's personality is irreplaceable. It's not just there being an animal in the house that can fill the void of the emptiness. It's the fact that Rambo and I had a connection. He's him. It's like breaking up with your significant other and like, what? You're just gonna get a new one? I mean, you could definitely rebound, but how long is that gonna last for? Is it sustainable? Is it something you're gonna think about? Is it you just need a human body? And maybe you do temporarily until you need the substance. And the substance was Rambo's personality. So in that case, the answer is no. I can't just get a new dog, and I will not just get a new dog. And Rambo's not replaceable in a way that it's just I could just have a new one and just keep going. That's that's just a bit of a revelation. Rambo was 18 when he passed, and what was big about that is it's a full life. Imagine having a child and they lived from right up until they were 18 and became an adult, and then leaving. And of course, with a child, you wouldn't think that's their life expectancy, but Rambo clearly exceeded his life expectancy. But it's just still devastating. I'm doing shows again, and it's fair to say I've brought some of that pain on stage with me, and in some of the new jokes that I've been speaking about, and it's me managing, and it's working. Yeah, I'm feeling a little more back to myself, and Rambo's definitely on my mind. I bring him up whenever I can. I'm happy to see other people and their animal best friends, and I try to have a little conversation about them and try to give them a little bit of appreciation. I have plenty of friends that have, animal best friends, and I'm happy for them. And I just, I inquire about them because I know they share joy with them, and that joy can be spread to others, just like I share joy with Rambo. And so many people have great memories to say about Rambo. So, as I proceed, I guess, I still got more shows to do, and it's obviously not going to stop. I mean, I do this. So, it's going to be an interesting one moving forward about what's next for me. More shows, touring, and all without Rambo. And just thinking, where my mindset will be like as I continue this journey. So I do feel alone. I definitely feel alone that Rambo's not here, and it's becoming more and more evident that those that are around me are busy, have their own lives, or quite frankly don't care, which adds to me feeling alone. And I'm trying to do different things, and making sure that I try to take opportunities and invitations, and and making sure I talk more, and I'm around my peoples, and it helps. But I'm definitely alone, and that loneliness comes from not having Rambo. So that's not going to change. And I don't want to say loneliness. It's just I am alone. I've been thinking about death recently and about the finality of death. You know, every aspect comes into your mind. Is there heaven? Is there hell? Do you see your animal best friends again? What's it like? Is it painful? Does it feel good? Do you continue on somewhere else? Do you atone for your sins? Does it matter? There's so many theories. The one that I was thinking about is how you might just cease to exist. It just goes to black, and it was no different than 1,000 years ago where you just didn't exist. What worries me about that is Rambo. It makes me sad to think that he might have ceased to exist, and that what's in the ground is left, and that what we talk about in the memories, that this is what's left. It's sad to think he doesn't get to run around and play anymore, although we did a lot of that. It's sad that he's probably not walking. It's sad to think maybe he's not eating a treat here and there, or some peanut butter cream cookies, you know. There's a lot to think about, but I've been thinking about death and the finality of it, and that's what I'm starting to feel like. It's just final, and you just fade to black, and whew, it's heavy. But at the same time, it's putting life in perspective and making me understand you can't waste time. You got to get up there and do what you have to do for your life, and you have to make sure that you are managing your time well and not wasting it on anything, and appreciating it. Because when you're low on time, you start thinking of all the time that you didn't appreciate. And I think of a lot of the time I didn't appreciate with Rambo. You know, there's more time I could have spent with him. And there's more I could have done. So, anyway, I'm working on it.